Hello, welcome to LMC and Knowledge, lyrics music channel of spiritual insight and wisdom that I will share to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure that you're prayed up and in the light of Jesus. Okay? Okay. So before we get into this message, I'll use my shamanic drum to cleanse the space, clear the energy, and we will go from there. So, if you guys heard that train, it's definitely time to acknowledge that. Like, I don't know if you guys hear trains or the noise of a train, but it definitely has a purpose. Fun little insight on me and my life. I remember right when I was praying or saying something, and then how it interrupts me, how I feel like it speaks to me. It's like, yeah, we do speak, okay. But God was like, I was outside, right? Just like vibing, meditating. I just like being out in nature. And I knew I had to come and film. But the train made that noise right as I started to walk in the door. And I took that as a sign because it happened plenty of times, like different things that I do, that train, it just signifies, or it's like, it makes sense with me, the train noises. And I just pray that I live by a train, or because it's like I can just imagine, like, this train has been with me for years, and at different locations I hear trains, but you don't hear trains everywhere, right? So I just like, I want to make sure I hear that. So I don't know if I'm gonna live near a train, or depending on how big I get, create my own train so it can ride around my house or something like that. I don't know, but I really do appreciate that sign. So yeah, but with that being said, it does have a meaning though. On Google you can look it up, spiritual meaning of train, the noise. But with that being said, the intuitive message I have for you guys today is you transmute energy. You don't cope with pain, you remove it. So this first card that came out was transformation, and I was just like, wow, that just shows, like, it explains it to me in depth, because it just shows how you can go through a bad cycle in your life, a karmic lesson, and turn it into a spiritual blessing or a physical blessing. It's crazy how one situation can transform into something else. So you transform energy, you transmute it. You do not stoop low. Like, if somebody cheated on you or did you wrong, you didn't continuously like get back with them after you moved on. You know what I mean? You didn't you actually changed. Like, you know how there's people who leave their ex, go to the next, and then go back to their ex though? Like, they still playing it with them, but they still doing their thing. Like, you don't do it like that. You just focus on one person, and if you're not focused on one person, then you're just focused on yourself and your spirit guides, God, your children, your family. But other than that, you're not just out here in and out of relationships anymore. You're not just partnering up with people or just in people's faces. Like, you understand that when anybody enters your life, you are going to learn something from them, or if there's a meaning for them to be in your life. So you have meaningful relationships, or you're searching for meaningful relationships after a time where you maybe weren't as conscious and aware of how deep a relationship could get, or how you feel now. You just weren't in that space in the past. So it's like you have completely transformed from what you were and how you used to think. So before you transmuted other people energies and the things around you, you transmuted your own. You got yourself out the hole is what I'm hearing. You picked yourself back up. No matter how many times you fell down, no matter how many realities that you've experienced that weren't the best, because obviously every month, year, that's a new reality, because you're aging, you're growing. So with those what is it called, timestamps, look at your age as timestamps. You know how like we go to YouTube and they look at the timestamps to click which pick a card you want. Your life has timestamps, and I'm hearing you can time travel or go back in time, and so you go back to those timestamps, which is your age. And then that's how you can go back into those memories. So I'm seeing a drawer, 555. I just seen 555, but a drawer with dividers, like a whole bunch of dividers. You know, like a business office with dividers. That's how your life, your Akashic records. So it's like you're going into your you've tapped into some information of your past life or this life. It's like you have the directions to, you know, you're on the right path, or this is the right career, this is the right thing you should do because of you tapping into your purpose in this life. So you may have watched a reading on YouTube about your future, or about your purpose in this life, or what you're here to do, and you deeply resonated with this reading is what I'm hearing. And because you realize like you can find the right tarot videos that can resonate with you, no matter how they say it's a general reading. You be finding readings on YouTube that are like spot on all the time, and you get this sacred deep information, and you're just so happy that you don't have to pay for it. Is what I'm here for. It's what I'm here for you. But I feel the same way too, because I'm not paying everybody, and sometimes it's you believe it more when other people are speaking about these things. It's like they trigger that belief and make you just point, yep, that's it, yep, this is who I am. And it's like you are feeling in high energy from these tarot readers. So I'm hearing that there's tarot readers out here that are helping you transmute your energy also, because they're helping you gain access of certain amounts of knowledge at a faster rate, is what I'm hearing. But with the transmuting energies, you may have had certain addictions in the past, and it could be certain eating habits, it could be codependency, and just being addicted, being a bit addicted to their energy, the frequency, right? It could be actual drugs, it could be an actual environment, or just a characteristic, a personality trait that wasn't the best, but you transmuted it. You looked out, you took yourself outside of yourself, is what I'm hearing. So you may have had an experience, like, I don't know if off of psychedelics or something like that. This doesn't have to be for you, this could be just for one person, but it's like you were able to see certain sides of yourself that you were blind to, and you've been able to correct those. So you become more empathetic, you find you absorb a deeper understanding of the people around you, and the conversations are more meaningful to you now because of how deep your love is. Now I'm hearing How Deep Is Your Love, that song. But you got a deeper love for Earth and the creation, and you want to be a part of healing and cleansing the Earth. You're here to heal and cleanse the earth. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Cleanse the oceans. Cleanse the lands. Cleanse the skies. Cleanse the food. I don't know if any of those words are connecting with you. You're really good at cleansing your space. You're really big on clean energy, okay? You don't like funky energy. It makes you want to just shake it off. So I'm seeing somebody do these they're jumping in the grass and they're shaking the energy off, like they got their feet in the grass. So that's something that you need to do, is just like go in the grass and just like drop your body, like jump, but like just make it jump I mean, I said just make it jump. What the heck? Just make your shoulders drop, like just comfortably. Just let yourself flow and release that energy into the ground is what I'm hearing. That's something you probably do. I don't even know what those are called, but how they be doing like the taps on their eye, their head, taps on their chest, that type of stuff. I be doing that. I just don't know what it's called, but like when you pray, you tap on your heart chakra. But yeah, so you're just finding new ways to transmute energy. You're removing these thoughts with your vibrational frequency. So I'm seeing somebody, you watch those videos of like those women who do that with the energy, like they go on YouTube and they're like this, pulling out that energy. Yeah, that's what you have the ability to do. So you could be doing those videos, or you could be attracted to watching those videos who like, they put their hand out and they do that type of stuff. And they call it light language. There's other ways you can word it too, but that's what I'm seeing right now. So you recognize what brings the low energy vibes. So you detect low frequencies pretty quickly, and you can pray it out the room is what I'm hearing. You pray the energy out the room. You pray it out your mind. You pray it out the car. You pray it out the environment. You pray it out the child. Like your prayers purify things and cleanse things. So it's like you are able to transmute very dark energies through Jesus' energy. Like you believe in Jesus is what I'm hearing. There's some people who don't believe in Jesus, but I just have to add in my little 2 cents right now. I've had an actual encounter with Jesus, so nobody on here can convince me and tell me something I didn't see and didn't experience. I feel like people who don't believe in Jesus are just people who've never experienced Jesus in their life, you know? And I was the same way. I didn't experience him into my life, but then when I did, I couldn't deny. So that's why I'm saying anybody who's talking about Jesus negatively, like, let him work in your life before you deny him is all I have to say. But with that being said, you transmuted through Jesus. Jesus has very bright energy in his. So many people have called on to Jesus through death, like going through life. What is it called? When you're facing death, but you don't die. Some people died, and they have videos of on YouTube about how they've experienced Jesus when they, went outside of their body, had an outer body experience with the energy of death. Yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. Another thing, you transmute the energy through music, through dancing, through baths, through reading. You make sure to take positive action. All of your positive actions, like reading positive things, reading inspiration, it's like that energy oozes off of you. As you absorb the knowledge, it's a frequency that shoots out into the universe, and it touches so many souls. Like, you're already famous in the spiritual realm. You don't need to be known for your work. It's not about ego. It's just about, like, you're helping more people than you know and that you don't know. You know what I mean? Because how powerful you are and your energy is. You are working in the spiritual realm, and I'm seeing, this is what I was trying to say, it's like you're playing race. You're in your own race. You're in your own spiritual race, right? So I'm seeing you in this realm. Like, so you wake up in the morning, but once you wake up, you got that physical baton, right? So what can I use as a baton right now? I'm gonna just say this. You got that physical baton, right? And then you carry it all day, but people don't see it, obviously. But you have this all day, and then once you go to sleep, you get that spiritual baton. And it's like, you know how you're on a racetrack and you have to give it back to your teammate? You're your own teammate, is what I'm hearing. But you got other friends and stuff, but right now, you are your biggest support, So you have to put your all in you, because it's going to help other people. But like I'm saying, you take all those prayers and everything that you've done today, all those positive actions that you took today to become your highest self, or to help others, or just to pray, all that energy is your physical baton, and you taking that into the spiritual realm. Then your spiritual body goes and helps the people in the spirit realm, helps your family in the spirit realm, those type of things. So if people say they seen you in their dreams, it's really deep. Or people say they thought of you, heard of you, it's because you're tapping into other realms to help other people. And then you got that spiritual. Once you wake up, you get this again, and it's just a cycle, consistent cycle. So you may have ran track or something, or you like to watch the Olympics or something like that. But so you make sure to let go, even if it means to block, to just any way of removing things, cutting cords. You're very good at cutting cords, that's what I'm hearing, or letting people off. Now I'm hearing that song, oh my God, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off, cut that bitch off, cut that bitch. I think that's by, I don't know who is it by. It ain't nothing to cut that B off. I'm sorry, but yeah, you don't play that. You cut the ends, cut the split ends, cut the dead ends. But so you may take care of your hair a lot, is what I'm hearing, or you have healthy hair. You don't have to have a lot of hair, but I'm just hearing for cut the ends. It's like somebody who takes care of their hair. They cut their ends and make sure that, it's not damaging everything else. Or maybe you're really good at growing hair or doing hair. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.